I won't talk about a subject unless I've experienced it. Make of that what you will. Let's talk about grape. Take out the G and you have a subject. So, in essence, it's just doing something unconsensually to someone who wanted none of that. And it will always be the most morally evil thing to do because you can justify murder, right? If it was in self defense, you can justify stealing if it was just to feed your family. You can even get away with like the lowly stuff, you know what I'm saying? But grape, yeah, that you can't get away with. That just means you prioritized your own intrusive thoughts over someone's life, essentially, right? You don't know if doing something that extreme to a person would make them kill themselves. And most of these people who do this stuff usually kill the victim straight after. Maybe they do that shit to the victims' dead bodies as well. We don't know how messed up the world is. Okay, shit like that happens to kids, to middle-aged people, to old people, everyone, bro. As lust is everywhere, sin is everywhere in the world. It's just how extreme can it be? We do know everyone is a sinner and nobody's free from sin. But like, god damn, bro, keep a limit. How can members of the same species be so intolerant of each other? Right? How can you be such a monster to go ahead and essentially ruin another life and maybe even multiple more lives along with someone else's and even yours as well? And maybe your life's already ruined. That's why you're doing this shit, you evil bastard. But it's like, yeah, man, you're just too evil. And these people need to be punished. You know the Minecraft sheep meme? You know where you take the end rod and you, yeah. If you know, you know. So yeah, those type of machines we need to make them, and we need to keep them like those grapists in these prison cells with those machines, and this shit needs to be constant, alright? And then we make them work for their food, bro. Like low key, we make them work and like go into the mines with a butt plug up their ass and shit, and just work for their food. And whatever work they do, you take like the shit from that and you put it into the electricity going into our contraption. um, it's never a topic of fun when people talk about it. It's never going to be, even socially accepted as a normal topic to discuss because it is so extreme, right? You can't just bring it up in a conversation unless it's happened and in the news and stuff, which really decreases the awareness people have of it and of the consequences of it. This should be taught, this stuff should be taught in schools. These people from like schools and college and shit will tell you the most useless shit which you won't even like deal with, right? We had value education as a subject. Grape was never even mentioned, and I know talking to little kids about it is bad, but you could at least have it be a an indirect moral value, if you know what I'm saying, right? Just respect someone else's personal space, their privacy. Just don't let your intrusive thoughts control your actions. It's this basic knowledge stuff which isn't taught to kids, and then the kids don't even know it exists because it's just not in their life. And then once they experience it from a receiver's end, hopefully. It's see that's even the much worse part, that if you're gonna experience this, you would I would rather be on the receiver's end. I mean, yeah, maybe I'm just like acting good, but you know what I mean, right? You wouldn't want to be the one doing it. That's just okay. What am I even saying? Let's just not take part in that conversation. So, what do we do about this shit? Okay, as it keeps happening, right? Every single day, there's like it just goes on and on. And it's so weird how we can have Starlink and people are still in villages doing all this shit and just disposing of bodies in farms and stuff. It happens to so many people, and most don't, most cases aren't even documented or even reported. How is awareness to such a massive issue going to spread if it keeps getting suppressed as a sensitive topic? Because one day or the other, people are going to find out it exists. And you don't want to be finding it out by experiencing it. Right? People say sometimes learning stuff the hard way is what's needed, but there's just some stuff the hard way is so immoral. It's as close as you can get to the actual devil, because it is genuinely the most evil thing that can happen to someone, that a person can do, and it's still acted upon like just another issue, right? Crime rates are high. What's up with the grape rates, guys? And it's like, oh yeah, those are high too, but what can we even do? We don't have that much jurisdiction and that much control over the actions of people. It's so dumb, bro. Like, it's so dumb because people will prioritize, people are so poor, people are in such bad situations where they can't think about shit like this. They can't think about psychological issues. They can't think about, moral obligations and shit, because it's it's literally a jungle in some places, and we are so lucky we're not a part of this shit. The shithole that is poverty, that is being broke. Because when your stomach doesn't have food in it, you will do anything to get the food. And most people treat their sexual activity just like that, which is just wrong. Because you don't need it to be alive, but you can use it to take someone else's life. That's so stupid. So stupid. So stupid, man. Yeah, that's my TED talk. Good night.